Every skier knows that feeling of when the chairlift comes to a stop for no reason of, you know, is this gonna start again, or how would I get down from here? But in New England, on a Sunday night when it would stop, it was a whole new level of fear because you would be thinking, they know I'm up here, right? Like somebody's gonna start this thing again.
It's Sunday, and they're not open again till Friday!
Even if you're not a skier, I think that those primal fears of fear of heights and fear of the cold and isolation is sort of the perfect storm of everything going wrong and what would you do to survive. The hardest thing to shoot was actually when the chair was still moving, like during the day and when things are still good for them. Because how do you shoot that? Well, you can't hang a 100-pound film camera on a chair with 3 people in it, and you can't shoot the whole movie from the chair in front of them because it would look terrible. So we built this contraption and we showed the camera crew and they said, that looks fantastic, find somebody else. So I shot it. And I'm afraid of heights, which is why I wrote this. So I was terrified. I was absolutely terrified. But after asking other people to get in it, when they said no, I had to do it. Every day that the wolves were on set was hard. I wanted to get this one shot where Kevin Zegers was actually on the ground and I had a wolf wiping the front of the lens and walking behind him just so the audience would know he's really there with those wolves. You know, he's buried in the snow up to his waist, the actor, and he can't move. And right here, just growling and sniffing, and he's doing this, and the trainer's screaming, don't move, nobody breathe, nobody move. I thought I was gonna be that guy who killed an actor, and all because the actor insisted on doing it. So as soon as I got the wolf away, Kevin said, you know, that's it, I'm not doing this anymore. He was just completely white and like whiter than the snow.
Jesus.
And I threw up in my mouth, which that's the only time in my life I've ever done that, actually. I verped, is that what they call it? Verp? I verped. Yeah. Everybody is Superman or Indiana Jones when they see the trailer to this movie. Like, oh, I could get out of that in 2 seconds. For instance, some people say, oh, well, they should take all their clothes off and make a chain. That's actually the worst thing you could try to do. You're better off trying to do any of the other dumb things that they try to do. That's the worst thing you could do because in those temperatures, now you're all dead and nobody's gonna make it. Because even if you did get down without hurting yourself, now you have no clothes, or even if they threw the clothes back down, what are they gonna do? It's, yeah, the military answer that we got was kick off your boots and then jump and break your ankles. That's the way out. With Frozen, my biggest inspirations were Spielberg's Jaws and Hitchcock's Lifeboat. Lifeboat was a movie that, you know, a bunch of people on a raft and that's it. But how Hitchcock was able to still create suspense and drama where all it was people sitting on a boat is amazing. And with Jaws, that's probably one of the most perfect movies ever made, and the whole man versus nature character piece. You know, if you're gonna knock somebody off, you know, knock off the best. So you know, I fully admit it to this day, like I will rip off anything Steven Spielberg ever does. I think he's the most perfect filmmaker of all time.
No one knows that we're up here.
This is so messed up.